Okay, folks, it is Monday, April 13th, and here's a look at kind of where we are with respect to the Dow Jones, but also with respect to several other names, right? I want to kind of walk through and give you an idea, at least in part, as to why I think this picture kind of is what it is, if that makes sense. So here's the Dow, the index itself. And you can see, right, down hard, and then we have this channel back to the upside, right? And these, just from a pattern perspective, normally resolve to the downside, right? You had a mini one up here, so down hard, drift a little bit higher, and then boom, right? I'm not the biggest fan in the world of kind of multiple patterns playing out the same way. But given the overlay of the magnet zone here and this pattern going into it, I still think there's a chance that we retest the downside. There are a lot of folks talking today about, and over the weekend, about, we peaked in terms of cases. So things are going to, turn around from here and so on and so forth. I mean, I don't know. There are also folks who say that, if you retrace 50% of a move in the major indices, the vast majority of the time, that's a good signal that you're going to kind of move back to the upside. Again, I have no idea, right? But what I do know is this kind of pattern normally resolves itself to the downside. So it at least tests, if not flat out, breaks the low, and the low truly acts as a magnet and pulls it down, right? So that's how I'm looking at and thinking about that. So now I'm going to run through some other names that did something, for lack of a better phrase, interesting today, and we'll see if you feel the same way. AMC Entertainment, right? So down hard, right? Here's the flagpole. Here's the flag. Right around here, and this is how it at least tried to resolve itself today, right? Did it break that low? The low is 195. Nope, it touched it, 195, right? But given how this looks in this breakdown right here, I think that's a wrap for AMC Entertainment, at least in this pattern. I think it's going to go lower. Sabre Corp. So down hard. This is the same pattern, right? Down hard. This is the pole. This is the flag, right? And we had a gap down off of this signal right here, right? Gap to the downside. Now it closed in a fairly strong manner, right? But the gap itself is still there. It's down 15% on the day, so nothing, not too shabby there. WD-40 down hard, right? And then we had this crazy rally back to the upside. And look at this signal. Let's spread this out so you can see it better, right? And then you get this shooting star, in a sense. Well, this was the shooting star, and this kind of replicated it. And then we did this, right, to the downside today. Belden, I don't even know what Belden is, but it has a lot of the same characteristics, right? Down hard, back up, kind of sideways. You expect it to resolve down. Burlington Stores, down hard, a bit more of a drift. So a drift, down, drift, right? This one's more suspect, although it did gap down nicely today and closed down 6%, right? So I wouldn't say that you're beginning a down move anew until we break this low right here, right? This candle right here, right? So in terms of trading it, right, I would look for a break of that low, a bounce, and then a sell into any strength that you see after that. The big one that I wanted to talk about really is Caterpillar, right? Now, how much does this mimic the Dow, right? Down, and you would expect it to. It's a pretty significant component of the 30. down hard, drift higher, arguably a stronger drift, right? But look at this channel right here, right? Now it hasn't, depending on how you draw this channel, it hasn't broken the low, but it definitely gapped down today, right? And that's significant on anybody's charts, down almost 9% for the day. Let's see, flow serve. I wouldn't be, I mean, I'm sure there are people who are short this. I wouldn't be one of them though. Down 12, almost 13%. That's significant, but this looks like it built a decent little base, right? So I would, be nervous coming into this area and feel a little bit more confident on the other side of it if I were short. Natera, I have no idea what that is, but look at the pattern, right? Down, up, down 7% today. Grubhub, right? You would expect them to be doing well in this environment, right? But down, up, look at that. Maybe they reported today. Let's take a look and see. Nope, 21 days from their report. So that is not what their problem is. Who is this? Norwegian Cruise Lines. They're just getting killed, the cruise lines, right? Down, up a little bit. Gap down today. The stock was down, what is that, 3%? Or is it 13%? Hey, nope, 13%. Not great. GSI Technologies, technology, I don't know who or what that is, but look at this, right? So down, we took out that high, right? So this looks more like a pullback to me, right? So down, flew back to the upside, took out the high, right? So a higher high, right? You expect this to put in a long signal, right, to get you ready to go to take out that high again, right? So I wouldn't want to be short that at all. Ambev, I used to trade this a lot in my old seat. Down, sideways. Yes, it's a sub $5 stock, but sideways, and pretty nice bear flag here, right? Looks like it's going to break that low. Let's see, Natura, I don't know what that is, but bear flag again, right? Flagpole, flag, gap down today, down 5%. Heiko, I don't know who this is, but down, look at this, look at that pattern, down, channel, up channel, down, broke it, down, up channel, broke it, but then rallied again and took out that high. So this is not one that I would short. The pattern is not clean, even though it was down 5% today, right? Unless it can break this low right here, I would say leave it alone, right? CNH Industrial, I don't know what that is, but the pattern's good. Down, kind of sideways here. Toyota, down. This is messy, right? And this thing trades by appointment, so I wouldn't want to be shorted anyway, right? I just wouldn't want to get caught out there like that. Let's see, is that the last one? Nope. Oh, definitely not the last one. Tim, down, sideways. Looks like it's going to resolve lower. This is the one I wanted. Down, this is Deere, John Deere. Down, kind of like Caterpillar, right? Down, drift up, right? Here's your channel, right? And the price can break that channel to the downside. It may be one of those look out below kind of things. FNCB Bancorp, I have no idea what this is. It doesn't look like it trades very much, but it too has the pattern. And finally, Carnival Cruise Lines. What does this look like it's going to do? Down, sideways, right? And look out below, right? So that's it, gang. It was down almost 7.5% today, right? So that's it. Hopefully a look at these, that the look is helpful. It gives you some idea as to where things may end up going. JP Morgan, I think they reported today. That's not friendly, right? What is that? Down 4.5%. I think maybe Citi reported today too. Oh no, JP Morgan reports tomorrow. Somebody reported. No, none of the banks. Most of the banks. Yeah, Citi reports in 2 days. I think GS reports tomorrow. Nope, in 2 days. Wells Fargo, is that tomorrow? A lot of the big financials report this week. Yep, Wells Fargo tomorrow. So you can see that's going to be worth watching, and we'll obviously probably talk about how they did tomorrow. Okay, so that's it. Any questions, feel free. Barring that, we'll see you at the next video. Take care.